Support for the show can be you. Lux Media just relaunched the merch shop, and there's new stuff going up all the time. Go to shop.lvx.be, go snag yourself some threads. You can also go to patreon.lvx.be, sign up over there and get ad-free episodes and a 20% off shop discount every month. Ad-free, discounts. What more do you want? Seriously, what more do you want? Let me know.
The B-side in boxing.
B-side shit.
B-side.
B-side.
And the B-side.
You got a B-side.
The B-side.
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 That B-side thing.
This is the B-Sides Boxing Podcast.
All right, Boxing B-Sides back up in your ears. Joined by the one and only Alex. You there?
Hi, guys.
Check, 1, 2. And Josh. What's
Yay.
up? What's up?
Hadley.
Not much.
There?
Hadley.
Sorry, I had to throw that in there.
Padley? War
No,
Padley?
I could
would that
never
be-
be. I can never reduce myself to being British.
I'd rather reduce myself to being British than reducing myself to Shakur food,
Yeah,
which is this. That's he's both. So
that's the difference. Yeah, what's the difference?
Well, what a hell of an intro. Usually I would bring up some MMA stuff, but not gonna do that this time. Still, ultimate effing casuals. If you want to start maybe veering in that direction a little bit, you want to test the waters a little bit, we can help you out. So let's get into the fucking recaps. There's not a lot of them. This is gonna be a dire one. Yeah. So on Thursday, April 10th, fucking Eye of the Tiger. That is how we are dipping down to the bottom of the barrel here.
yeah,
we're
we're like in Great Depression times.
Yeah, this is rough.
Boxing got tariffed this week.
Dimitri
Sorry,
Asanau gets the UD over Francesco Badera. Fun. There's
awesome.
There's a lot of other stuff on it that I just cannot. CBA.
That's gonna be a 10-minute podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Break open the emergency.
with 40 minutes of ads, 20 minutes of talking.
Oh shit.
10 of those minutes are about Josh Padley. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't. God, as much as I love these weird Canadian cards, I did not watch this one.
Ish. Oh, you know what? I didn't get a chance to see that I was kind of hoping to see. Brian Mendoza and Shane Mosley Jr. They were on that card that was in Albuquerque, that Marv Nation that had Rampage Jackson as the
And
headline.
Rashad Evans.
Yeah, they were boxing their first time.
Oh, here's something for the Canadian card that didn't happen. Wyatt Sanford was supposed to make his pro debut against some guy, but it got delayed The TBA, or I guess Sean Archer now.
Oh, how fun.
Yeah.
So what? Shane Mosley Jr. won, right?
I cannot find results.
Yeah.
It's Marv Nation, man. Takes a bit.
Well,
The Thunder Studios cards are usually better about it.
Yeah. Hey, but 15,000 tickets were sold.
damn, that's probably more
Fuck
than
it.
this match fight.
BoxRec can confirm. Well, it's either 15 or 15,000. If you look at the
Oh.
BoxRec page for Shane Mosley Jr.
Be either. But
It
15,000
can be
for
either.
Shane Mosley Jr.
Yeah, I choose to believe that. At the Pit, Albuquerque.
Yep. That's the only reason I even got this on my radar was because of the name of the pit. It sounds either very good or very bad.
Fernando Vargas Jr. was also on there. I don't even know if he
Yeah.
won.
No results at all.
Yeah, no results, just the ticket sales.
Marv Nation.
They sold 15 tickets.
Or
Wait, so
15,000.
That would make me
Wait,
sad. if they only sold
Shane-
15.
Shane Mosley Jr. was on the undercard. He's the golden boy, right?
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Okay, well, never mind. Yeah. Never mind.
Man, poor Brian Mendoza on this card, though.
What a fall from grace.
Well, like, he killed Fundora and then immediately got fed the Sioux and Bochuk.
And then Mendoza A to B. It's an emote in the Discord.
Yeah.
His swollen ass face.
Oh, yeah.
So, Virgil Ortiz is better than Alton?
That
He
seems,
both-
yeah.
seems to
Seems
to
I
be
mean that in the casual,
the triangle theory way.
Yeah, because Boachuk beat Mendoza, and Mendoza beat the fuck out of Fedora. So Virgil's better than all of them, which means Virgil should be undisputed. He's robbed.
But hold
I'm
on,
gonna see myself
Bakram
on
is still
this podcast.
Bakram's still out here.
Yeah, it's true. See what happens to that.
Demon mode.
Virgil's undisputed in our hearts.
True.
Yeah, he's undisputed champ in my heart.
Let's
Well,
move.
slightly disputed. Gabriela Fundora's in there
Oh,
for you, Alex.
that's right.
Oh, for me, no, it's this podcast and Pro Box are my heart.
Yeah, Pro Box is the undisputed champ of my heart.
Let's move it to Boardwalk Hall. Boots Ennis. What? Fucking let me get some stuff out
He's
of the way here.
him.
He's him. Shakram Giasov, KO4 over Franco Ocampo.
Very good to watch considering what happened.
Yeah, congratulations. Amari
Yeah, good for him.
Jones, KO1 over William Jackson. The
Of course.
hype train continues to build up steam.
Oh yeah.
Not sure if I could say the same here. Ray Ford, UD over Thomas Matisse.
He was very good. He was very good. He was very good that night. It's just the guy doesn't have a lot of power. No?
That's what I was gonna say. Is like, he had the kind of performance that you would expect, but it didn't end the way that it should when you're fighting guys like this.
The thing is that just Ray Ford is, again, he doesn't have any power, so I mean, what can you really expect from the guy?
Right.
So he's gonna outbox the hell out of him. He's not gonna beat him shit.
As long as he's realistic with himself and doesn't talk like, promise,
especially in a new weight class.
right?
Yeah.
Promise like fucking earthquake shattering knockouts. Don't do that. Just
He's not even on his bike either. Like he does box. He just has no power.
No, yeah. No, which I like about Ray Ford. I do think
It's
Ray
all
Ford is
good.
a pretty entertaining fighter. It's just the guy doesn't have a lot of power. I like watching his skill a lot.
he's like Oscar Valdez.
Yeah. Well, no, I think he's a lot better than Oscar Valdez, but
No, he's more technically skilled than Valdez, but Valdez is gets hit and that makes it exciting in a way.
it makes it sad for me. We'll get to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever feel like your online life isn't really yours? Like every email, every single click is being watched and sold to the highest bidder? It's time to take back your privacy with Proton Mail. You don't have to be hiding something to want privacy, and privacy is worth paying for. That's where Proton Mail comes in. No data mining, no targeted ads, no bullshit, just secure, private communication. Proton Mail is more than just email, though. I personally have the Proton Unlimited subscription. This has VPN, secure cloud storage, and encrypted calendars, and this one has saved me so many headaches. A password manager that keeps all your stuff in order. One secure platform, total peace of mind. Go to proton.lvx.be and get 1 month free when you sign up. Tired of chasing down leads or looking for new opportunities? Wishing you had a steady stream of clients who need your skills? Support for this episode is from Thumbtack, the website that connects people with to-dos to talented pros like you. Now imagine this. Potential clients posting the exact things that they need done. From home repairs to computer tech support, whatever your expertise, Thumbtack is for you. As a Thumbtack Pro, you set your own rates and you choose the projects that you want to handle. Thumbtack handles the messy stuff so you can focus on what you do best. Get the flexibility you crave, the income you deserve, and the platform to grow your business. You ready to turn your skills into serious income? Stop waiting for opportunities and find them on Thumbtack. Go to ttac.lvx.be, get yourself signed up, and get $50 in free credits for listings, and you can help us out a little bit if you do so. That's ttac.lvx.be. Now, main event, Boots Ennis takes a Montes Stanionis' WBA title, his O, and his girl. I don't know about that one, but
Yeah.
Oh,
What?
yeah. I was an early adopter of Boots. I will
I
say.
wasn't impressed by his performance at all.
really?
Is what I would say if it was opposite day.
Oh, you
That
fucking got
was-
me. You got me.
bro.
Damn, that was a damn good performance from Boots.
That
I was
was-
stunned. I was shocked, and honestly, like, I forgot what I said last podcast about
Well, you
Boots.
see why Cody Crowley ducked him. Fuck.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
But I last podcast, I remember if I was saying that like I knew Boots was gonna win, of course, but I honestly was surprised he won that fashion that quick.
Well,
know?
Karen, like Chikazadian,
Chikudzian.
that Chikudzian is
Mhm.
such a negative opponent. He's so negative. Like,
Black hole
He was
of excitement.
yeah, I feel like anyone could fight him and look bad, and it doesn't mean it would be close either.
Like a Sandro Martin type fighter.
More or less, yeah. Like, he's just so negative that like whenever he tried to open up with Boots, he got hurt. He even got dropped in the second fight. It's just he said like some people like just don't grasp that, where like the Avanesian performance where just beat the shit out of this poor guy.
The thing about the Avanesian performance is that I don't even remember that. The only reason why I remember that performance is because of what day it was. That was.
Yeah.
You guys remember that day?
Yeah,
July 20th. That day was crazy, huh?
I feel like
you don't remember
what was
the,
on that
the
day.
assassination attempt?
Oh yeah, fuck. Yeah, that was
The
an
whole-
insane
the
day.
whole-
I was
the whole
working.
time
I was.
I was like, what the fuck?
Oh, I took my 30, and one of my coworkers is like, "Yo, someone just shot Trump," and I'm just like, "What?"
Oh, well, maybe we shouldn't say that on the air.
Nah, it's fine.
Yeah,
I can cut
It's
it.
a
We're
thing
about-
that happened.
We're about to get deported.
Speak for yourselves.
We could cut that one out, but
Yeah, I feel like I feel like the performance, like everyone should have, like, in terms of higher tier opponents, was the Lipnets one.
yeah.
Just an ass beating against a very similar opponent to Stanionis.
The thing with this fight again, like I praise Boots. I'm not gonna take this win away from him at all. He was amazing that night. Like he looked. I don't want to glaze a lot. But
Go
he
ahead
looked
and glaze,
phen-
man.
He looked phenomenal. No doubt about it. Leo, you remember that other day I was arguing with Jacob, that one, the other guy in the server,
Yes, I think so.
and he was like, because he's a Boots Glazer, right? And the thing is that the thing that pissed me off, that kind of not pissed me off, of course, I was mad, but it's just that guy couldn't understand that Boots has his flaws, and in this fight, I still saw those flaws, but I don't really think that Stanionis wasn't really taking advantage of them as much as he could have. You know what I mean? Like the whole standing in the pocket shit, he kind of was doing that this time around. Not as often as he did last fight, but he still would stand straight and wouldn't move around a lot. You know what I mean?
Oh
In
yeah.
some aspects of the fight. And the thing is that if I think if Stanionis threw more, and he would have, because Stanionis was catching Boots a lot. I mean, his accuracy was pretty good. You know what I mean? It's just that if he threw more, I think he could have done a little more damage. The fight could have gone on a lot longer. But that's just me. That's just me.
Part of it is like Boots isn't just like his flashy aspects. Like he's mean. He's got a chin on him.
Oh, he's aggressive. The guy's aggressive.
He's mean. He has a chin. He can take the shot.
Well, we'll see that. We'll see about that in the future. I really don't think it was tested too much this fight.
I don't think so either.
You know, I think if Stanios caught him really well, because Stanios did catch him, but he caught him mainly with jabs and straight crosses, you know. But he didn't catch him with a good, really good hook, you know.
Yeah.
I need to see Boots take a hook straight to the face from a good power puncher to see how much of a chin he has. You know what I mean?
That's part of it, though. I don't think he's ever going to take, like, a huge shot. Like, he's leaky, but I feel like it's a similar... I've described Tank this way, too, in the past, where it's, you are susceptible to, like, a lot of, like, pity-pat shots leaking through, but you're aware enough to not get caught by something huge.
With Tank, I would disagree, but we'll talk about that today.
Like,
I think Keyshawn would catch him pretty well.
Yeah. No, I mean, obviously I was proven wrong rather recently with Tank, but in terms of, like, Boots, I feel like it's the same principle where, like, he won't compromise in his offense to deal with shots that he doesn't deem worth dealing with. Yeah. Because it's a lot of pity-pat stuff, but as soon as, like, he gets winged with a big shot, you can see he's on his game defensively.
Mm-hmm.
You think he...
So,
which is fight...
Go on.
You need someone sneaky.
Someone sneaky?
It's got to be someone sneaky who can actually get to him. Like, which, weirdly enough, a fight with Crawford would probably be the most fun thing. Because Crawford is sneaky like that.
With Crawford, that would have been a great fight, but that's never gonna happen.
No, it's not gonna happen. But you see what I mean about how Crawford's crafty enough to slip in a hard shot instead of making it obvious.
You see, the thing is with I think the best fight to make right now, and I mean, like, what currently standing is a Norman fight, a unification with Norman.
With Brian Norman, yeah.
Because going up, there's nobody that he can fight. If he stays at Matchroom, there's nobody that he can fight at 154 that's worth of shit. At 147, though, I mean, Norman, he's probably more likely to get a fight with any of the PBC guys.
He's definitely going to own Norman.
Yeah, everything that Norman does. The only thing I would give Norman over Boots would be hand speed. And even that, I'm seriously questioning it now.
And power. Now, he doesn't have more power than Boots, in my opinion, but I still think if Boots is a little reckless, he can get caught, and he could potentially get caught good.
But it's...
You know?
Boots is... This is definitely glazing, but I feel like Boots just has the awareness of, like, he knows what's coming back at him. Like, it takes like a special level of either negativity or craftiness to spoil that level of awareness.
You know, I still personally think, and this is gonna be glazed too, that Virgil Ortiz would beat Boots in the fight.
No, it's a style thing, though.
I don't know. I think Virgil will catch him really well, and also the fact that Virgil went toe-to-toe with someone like Belichick. Yeah, we know
I feel like Boots
has power, right? You know,
Boots has the movement to not need it if necessary.
Well, what I'm saying is I don't think Virgil will get done like Stanionis.
No, not at all.
I think that fight it either goes the distance for Boots or Virgil knocks him out. You know what I mean? That's the only ways I see that fight going.
Well, it could. Cumulative punishment could also happen. Like,
I don't know. Not like seeing Virgil went to war with with Boachuk, dude.
Yeah,
And
but
Boachuk's
it's
a
just Boots.
strong fighter.
Boots places his shots in such a way that like it's mean. It's just mean how he operates. Because
Yeah.
they're placed in such a way that like you're not gonna like yeah, he one shots guys, but also they're placed in a way where like you feel it.
He's aggressive, which was a big reason why I like Boots a lot, is because he's
Yeah,
aggressive. He's
you
a slick
fucking
fighter
feel
that
it.
is on the front foot,
Oh yeah.
you know?
And
That
he
can-
again, he has the movement and the explosiveness that like if you give him something worth like getting out of the way up, yeah, he can get on his horse and do that too.
You'll do the Crawford, take a punch to give a punch.
Yeah. That's why like I just don't think anyone except for Crawford in the vicinity has that like level of craftiness to like meaningfully harm him.
No, yeah, I agree. There's
But
not
it's
a lot of guys
glaze.
that
It's
can
totally
harm him.
glaze. It's
But,
just glaze though.
I was about to say, I think that is glaze because I think someone like Virgil Ortiz, who's also very aggressive, who you know will come out swinging,
Yeah.
could clip Boots really well.
But
You know?
Virgil would need an extra dimension offensively that I don't
I
think
think
we've
he has more
seen.
dimensions than Stanionis,
Yeah.
for sure. And I think that would obviously be Crawford's probably hardest fight.
Yeah.
That he, out of all the fighters he could fight, that'll probably be the hardest. And I think that because the thing with slick fighters is that their kryptonite is an aggressive power puncher. You guys agree with me?
I don't think you can categorize Boots as just slick though.
Well, not just slick, but he's a slick fighter though. In my opinion, he is a slick fighter. The way he throws punches and dodges, he is slick.
Oh, absolutely.
Again, the only problem I have with him is that he just likes to stand around sometimes and just takes punishment for no reason. But again, I mean, this fight he didn't do it much, which I liked, you know. So I think maybe I would say hopefully I was wrong about that. The fact that in his last fight with Chukwusadasian, he didn't respect him much. But still, you can still get caught with some bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's just a level of
And
craft. Like obviously, your level of alertness is way higher with someone like Virgil than with someone who is just overtly negative as a Karen.
Yeah, I agree. And I will admit I was wrong about that.
It's also just spacing. Boots is big and has a longer reach than Virgil. Like it's just the way Boots utilizes spacing. Like a lot of it is getting a guy to overextend and then punishing it tenfold. Stanionis had to overextend. He had to hop in. He has to reach far. Like he has to reach the full length of his range and a bit more. Just with how Boots positions himself.
I've also seen a lot of times in the fight where Boots also overextended himself, except
for
Stanionis
sure.
didn't really take advantage of those
Yeah.
overextensions. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I feel like that comes with
someone like Virgil
after.
would.
Yeah, but I feel like that comes in the observation period and with confidence, right? Like once Boots knows he's better than Stanionis, of course he's gonna overextend and punish him.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
true.
a different dynamic of the fight. Like Virgil is on par. He's not. You're gonna like. Weirdly enough, Ennis looked great, but like obviously he can still be sharper if that makes sense.
Oh no, yeah, for sure.
Considering
Everyone
how-
else can.
We said this
Yeah,
last time
'cause
about
it's not-
Jalalov, right? Like he doesn't take it out of first gear
Yeah.
because he doesn't really have to.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and that's I feel like how Ennis operates defensively.
I disagree with that notion. I agree with that notion, but I disagree with him for doing that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, like
I
it's
mean, he's a
not good
boxer.
that he does it. It's not good
Yeah,
that he
yeah.
does it, but he does do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. Like I'm not saying he's a genius for making his fights more risky doing it, but also if it isn't fun.
Well, I mean, I haven't really watched a Boots fight that wasn't really fun.
Yeah.
You know, all his fights I have enjoyed. They're easy to watch. I think he's good for the casual audience. You know,
Yeah.
I think I'm surprised that he's not really known too much amongst the casual audience.
Because no one wanted to fight him. He was the complete product so quickly.
Mhm.
Like,
Which
usually with like project guys who aren't like amateur standouts.
Mhm.
Because Boots is technically a project guy from like if you look at the start of his career to now.
Mhm.
But the thing is that he developed so like into the full thing so quickly that like there was no room to promote him without just giving him bigger fish.
yeah, like how like Top Rank promotes the prospect.
Yeah, like it went like you just like because he was on Showbox.
Yep.
And like just he outgrew that quicker than like they could give him guys.
And also PBC just does not develop prospects well. In my
Well,
opinion.
that's what Showbox is for. But again, he went
What?
from like Showbox level to world title level. And like he's been the complete product for a while.
Well, yeah, he's been the complete runner for a while, no doubt about it. You know.
But you need to consider the fact that like there's a like even Lipinets at the time was a higher. You need to consider the value of the opponent relative to him
At the time of
Same.
their fight.
at the time of their fight. Like right now, yeah, we know who Boots is. Like the value is approximate, but like at the time of the welterweight, like you weren't gonna say, yeah, sure, let me send like, yeah, sure. Hey, Errol Spence, how do you feel about fighting Boots Ennis,
Like who the fuck is
Who
Boots
is-
Ennis?
who's still on Showbox, or like any welterweight contender who was still around at the time? Like Keith Thurman was not fighting Boots.
Oh fuck no.
Mikey Garcia was
No,
not
but-
fighting Boots.
Chris Van Heerden, that was
Yeah, like
fun.
Van Heerden got cut and then
Yeah.
like quit after getting his ass beat for a minute. Yeah, in 2019, the like meet like Sergey Lipnitz was number 9 at welterweight, and he was like the most reasonable opponent to give Boots, because otherwise it was Ugas, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Thurman, Pacquiao, Crawford, Spence,
That's like a heavy like
which like
that's a heavy
you
sit.
can't give like any of those guys Boots as an opponent value wise because he's on Showbox.
That's like Xander Zayas fighting the
Yeah.
other guys that at
Yeah.
154
Like,
right
like
now.
even
Well,
if he's ready, even if he's no, it's worse because Boots was ready.
yeah, well, yeah, I was about to say it's not. I was about to say that Boots is ready versus Xander Zayas. He's not, but
Yeah,
you know, it's like,
Like,
those guys fighting Xander Zayas though.
yeah. You give him lip nets and then you build his profile on undercards, but like he's still been the finished product. So I understand, especially because you just can't pull a welterweight contender who wants to
Yeah.
fight him, because like even
Yeah.
like Cody Crowley was offered a career high, like twice as much money as he's ever made, a world title opportunity to fight Boots, and he chose to retire.
Yeah.
Instead of fight Boots.
He was having
That-
trouble within his family life.
Oh, I know, but also
He would have
Nothing,
gotten
like-
hurt real bad if he went
Oh,
into
yeah.
that like not all the way focused.
yeah. But I mean, even in the rankings, like Stanionis beat Butayev, who didn't want to fight Boots.
I don't know, man. I with Boots is just. I think he's gonna get not the Benavides treatment, but his career for the next couple years is gonna be pretty slow, depending on which
Well-
decisions he makes. Because I mean, if he stays at 147, I doubt he's gonna get a fight with the other champions. Besides him, maybe Norman is probably best bet. Because
As
I
much,
doubt PBC is not gonna give the WBC to fucking.
yeah. As much as I malign Turkey Al Sheikh, Boots is on the right side of the street right now. Turkey decides to, especially because Turkey loves a good power puncher.
Mhm.
I feel like Boots is a perfect action figure to play with for Turkey.
Well, the problem with that is it really depends on if they wanted the other champions to be on the same card, because one's a PBC fighter and one's a top ranked fighter. And from what we've seen recently in recent boxing politics, they're kind of moving away a little bit from that, from Turkey.
Well, it's because the money's starting to dry up.
'Cause they're putting it
Yeah.
into that TKO nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, next Riyadh season, because right now, remember, we're in that dead zone. Like, Riyadh season starts again, and Saudi Arabia needs a super card, and 154 is basically available.
the thing with that is just it really depends if Boots wants to go to 154, which from the way it sounds, I really doubt he wants to. And also, I really don't think that's a good career decision right now, unless it was to fight Virgil.
Oh, absolutely isn't. But it's also, like, what does Boots do? Because he only has, especially because he's the guy where, yeah, he's got the fundamentals in check, but also he's gonna look like shit overnight. He's just gonna get old one day.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, for sure. Because the way he moves, that's not sustainable.
No, even his power punching, like, the precision comes from the speed.
Mhm.
It's
Oh, that
speed
too.
and then placement instead of placement first.
I mean, shit, his speed's impeccable. You know.
No, I know, but it's the placement and speed. But once the speed goes, the placement's gonna go too.
And the power's the last to go out of all of that.
Yeah.
Because his feet's gonna go as well.
But,
After
like, he's 27 right now. Let's say he gets to like 33, 34 with all of his reflexes intact. Like, 5 years seems like a long time, but like 5-6 years seems like a long time. But, like,
I don't know.
if he fights twice a year, it's short.
Boy, if he fights in August or July, like that's gonna be 4
Yeah.
times a year, which is really within a year time span. That's pretty active.
It's good, but
It's really
like the thing is that, but you want these fights to be better than like Evanesian
Oh yeah, for sure.
or Castillo Clayton.
The thing with Boots is that he just I just need to see him fight some good competition like Norman, but I doubt they're gonna give him something like that.
That's the best competition he has. That's like the only competition he has, and it's not even
Yeah,
that
but, I mean,
close.
Yeah, the thing that's kind of hard because there's not a lot of guys that can match him. I think the only guy that can really match his level is probably Virgil at 154.
Like, I
But-
really like him being with Matchroom is a double-edged sword, because Matchroom, just through the Turkey connection, kind of has access to everyone, but when you don't have access to anyone, you're in the shits.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
'Cause you have,
that's
like,
for sure.
Like, Michael McKinson is like your Matchroom option at 147.
That's probably his next fight, honestly. Or Giasov, which I don't want to be controversial. I really mean this in not the. I don't mean this in a rude way at all. Like, I'm happy that Giasov won, but I don't want to see him fight Boots, dude. I really don't, because this just after seeing what happened with his
It's
daughter,
po-
dude. I would feel so bad to see him get beaten up like that.
It's just pointless too. Like,
Yeah, it's pointless. Yeah, it's Boots.
like he's a guy with a record who's getting up there, and he just gets his ass beat by Boots. I'm like, cool. We got to wait another 4 months or 6 months or however months to see if someone wants to fight him.
Yeah.
Like, I really wish that, like, whatever the fucking Fatal Fury.
Oh my god.
Like, I really wish we would, like, so, like, low key, like, yeah, him fighting Ryan is an ass beating, but also like I need the promo. Like, what Boots just needs more than anything is just, like, good promotion in his fights that are more
I
than
think-
just this guy's really good.
I think a fight with Ryan could probably boost his pay-per-view
Oh
potential.
hell yeah! That
Like,
would
that
get
would-
eyes on him.
That would definitely
Especially 'cause-
that would like fucking jumpstart his career. You know,
The selling point is way more than just, hey, this guy is really good. The selling point is like, hey, can Boots talk shit? Like that's can Boots talk shit? We still don't know if Boots can talk shit because he's just that good at boxing.
I think with Boots is that he can't talk shit for sure.
He's
But you
from,
know how he
like,
talks
yeah, no,
shit?
he's,
Philly.
fucking,
With
he's,
his
a he's a
motherfucking
Philly
fists.
fighter. He's gonna talk shit,
He
and
can
it
talk
would,
shit with
but
his
that's what I
fists.
mean. As soon as we get, especially with Boots Ennis there too, we can have the fucking crazy ass fathers.
Mhm.
It's anyway,
Oh, that'd
like
be fun.
as soon as Boots can cut a promo, even if he's the B side to Ryan Garcia, like if he proves that he could cut a promo beyond this guy's the best in the world, like the paydays just present themselves by fighting him in Philly.
I mean, I think, in my opinion, this is very controversial. Which, if you want to call in, you can tell me how wrong I am. Of course, like how you guys always do.
Mm-hmm.
I still think if he does fight Ryan, that's still a pretty dangerous fight. In my opinion, actually, the most dangerous fight for him at 147, besides Norman, of course,
No, of course,
because
because Ryan's not
I
a
think-
scrub.
yeah, Ryan's not a scrub, and also, I mean, if Boots does get hit with a left hook, dude, he might just fucking, you know.
See, I'm of the
He-
opinion
Ryan
that he
ain't no
beats
Stanley.
Ryan's ass, but also, like, there's see, that's part of the promo though. This guy's really good, but
Can Ryan beat him?
can Ryan beat him? And like, it's perfect. Like, it's a perfect setup just for Boots' the rest of his peak.
Mm-hmm.
Because once he falls off, it's gonna be like, you're never gonna
Horrible.
want to watch him again after he falls off. It's gonna be like a Roy Jones level fall off,
Yeah,
You think so?
where like his fucking magic powers will be gone overnight.
Man.
I actually agree. That's actually perfect the way you said it. The Roy Jones level fall off is if
Yeah.
what happens to Boots if he falls off, it's gonna happen like that.
Yeah, like it will literally look like he just forgot how to move.
Yeah.
Just because his legs won't give him what he's used to them giving him. And
Can't
it's a
move
game of
his head
inches.
out of the way.
It's a game of inches. It's like, oh, I used to be able to sway and roll a shot and then counter, and now it's, why am I getting hit by this? Why isn't my counter there? Why is my jab just a little short? Like, it's a lot of things.
I would tell you, dude. I think Boots versus Ryan, like that would be a perfect re-out event, dude. Like perfect headliner for a match versus Golden Boy fight, dude.
Oh, that'd be a goated card.
That would be honestly, like, again, it's fucking silly because of course it's Ryan Garcia, but man, dude, like, I think that's potentially like 500,000 pay-per-view, dude.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
I mean, at the very least, like, there's guys like Alexis Rocha at Golden Boy to, like,
Oh no.
to die.
Yeah.
that's nasty.
Giovanni Santillan, the guy
Yeah.
Who's that
like
guy?
this-
who lost to Brian Norman.
Don King
Yeah.
fighter.
Blair the Flair Cobbs.
Blair Blair
Fuck
Cobb.
no. Fuck no.
Absolutely not. Rohan Polanco.
You know, like,
Ew.
I was gonna say, at least wheel out Broner.
Yeah, well,
I know Blair beat his ass, but also give Broner one last good promotion.
Yeah. But have him fight Rohan Polanco.
He's got alimony to pay.
plus the fines from when he fucking defrauded some NBA players.
Exactly. Like, as much as, like, he's so washed and it's not even worth Boots' time. Like, come on, I need to see Broner one last time. I can't have him go down. I can't have him go out sad.
Well, Boots versus Broner.
Would be
fight?
great. It'd be fun.
Boots, the promotion would be fun. Like, that's the thing. Like, if Boots isn't fighting like his legacy fights, the promotions need to be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, this promotion itself with Boots versus Dan was just, it was pretty abysmal, honestly.
Well,
But
because like the whole thing is like Eddie doesn't know how to promote a guy yet. Still, other like
which,
you either get the this guy is really good, or they promote themselves.
yeah.
Like with
Which I
AJ,
mean,
what promotion did he do with AJ other than this guy is really good? And with Usyk, this guy is really good.
the thing with
That's
AJ
all
is
you
that he
can
kind of
do.
promoted himself.
Yeah,
You know what I
because he
mean?
was a brand. AJ was a brand.
Yeah, he's also a Brit.
But with
They love their
Well, he
fighters.
fucking you saw him like when Usyk was with Matchroom, those promotions fucking
Mm.
sucked because all Eddie could ever do in any of the advertising was this guy's really good.
He's one of the best of all time.
He's the
He could
best
be
today. He's great.
Fury.
Like okay, can like the promotion needs to be fun.
PBC,
Like
let me tell you,
PBC's always
yeah,
done that though. The promotions are great.
PBC fights are just not legendary, but what's the word? Of course legendary, but they're just grand in nature. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Every
like they're an
PBC
event.
fight
They're
just
an
feels
event.
like
They're not just a
event.
fight.
It actually feels like a real like boxing event. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
has that old school HBO boxing feeling. You know,
like fuck
Matchroom just feels bland.
Tank Roach, if it were promoted by anyone, any group other than PBC, would have been a disappointment and like
Would have been
how
like,
the fight
yeah,
went. But
Roach versus
just
Korea
because of
type shit.
the storytelling, like the storytelling and the promotion, and just in general, like how PBC is able to like do a narrative that gets fans invested. It
I mean,
went
they've been in
from
the business for years.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it went from like Tank Davis was a fraud to like, damn, this Roach guy's good. Let's see a
Well,
rematch, and then
that's good how they spin the narrative because Tank is
yeah.
still a fraud, but
No, this is
I'm joking. I'm joking. Tank's not a fraud,
I
but
know.
you know he's a little questionable.
Well,
A fraud watch is on hold until the rematch happens.
Yeah.
let me do this real quick. Support for this episode is from Ramen Bay. Ever have that ramen craving hit hard? You know the feeling. Sometimes you want that rich, savory broth and those perfectly chewy noodles, but you don't have time for all the fuss. Well, say hello to Ramen Bay. They've taken the best ingredients for ramen and freeze-dried them for ultimate convenience and incredible flavor. Imagine, vibrant vegetables, flavorful proteins, and aromatic seasonings, all ready to rehydrate into a bowl of pure satisfaction. No chopping or long simmering, just add hot water and a healthy spritz of Ramen Bay. Because the ingredients are freeze-dried and vacuum sealed, they lock in taste, giving you a quick and easy meal that doesn't compromise on quality or flavor. So, the next time the ramen urge hits, don't forget Ramen Bay. It's your new, not-so-secret ingredient to a delicious, hassle-free situationship anytime. Hit up the Bay for ramen and chill at ramen.lvx.be or use code LVX10 at checkout. Get yourself 10% off every order and help us out a little bit when you do. That's Ramen Bay. ramen.lvx.be. Support for this episode is from Malwarebytes. In today's digital world, threats are everywhere. From sneaky spyware to intrusive viruses, your computers and mobile devices are constantly at risk. Losing your personal data, financial information, or even having your device held ransom is a nightmare no one wants to face. And that's why you need to look at Malwarebytes. It's the ultimate shield for digital life. Malwarebytes provides powerful, real-time antivirus and anti-malware protection, keeping computers and smartphones safe from the latest threats. For those with 10 or more devices, Malwarebytes has you covered. From laptops and tablets to smartphones, Malwarebytes family plans provide comprehensive protection you can trust. Don't wait until it's too late. Secure your digital world with Malwarebytes and get the peace of mind you deserve, knowing that your data and your devices are safe. Go to mwb.lvx.be and get 50% off your subscription today. Here's a little hint, you can reuse that code later down the line with a new account. Keep saving for yourself and help us out a little bit too in the process. And we got one last thing. I titled this as because it's all the promotions, all the British promotions are on it, so I just called this the British card.
Yeah.
And it's struggling to care, but let's go from the bottom up. Vidal Riley versus Shavon Clark at cruiserweight. Chris Billum-Smith versus Brandon Glanton, also at cruiserweight.
Actually, that fight's fucking. That's why it's gonna be fire. Brandon Glanton is a fun fight.
Both guys are 20-2. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Nah, if you watched Brandon Glanton's fight with David Light, that fight was so good. And like Billum-Smith isn't good enough to make it boring, so it'll be good.
Moving up, Anthony Yard versus Lyndon Arthur again. Is this the third time they're doing this shit?
This is the third time. They're 1-1 so far.
Oh, that's right. I forgot Lyndon Arthur won the first one.
He squeaked out a split decision in 2020.
And then got his ass stopped in the fucking fourth. That's a pretty conclusive ending to a rivalry, in my opinion.
Oh, I know. And then Lyndon Arthur went on to
stink it up against Beeble.
Yeah. I don't think he threw. I don't think he went above single-digit punches.
Terrible.
In any round. It was actually horrible. Struggle against Brian Nahuel Suarez in the depths of Argentina. And, miss weight.
Yeah.
Miss weight.
So, all the things you want to hear for an Anthony Yard opponent.
Yeah, well.
Who's either trash or the best in the world.
I'm thinking Anthony Yard finishes this again in the 4 to 6 range.
Oh yeah, doesn't make it past half.
Hell no.
Moving up, Liam Smith versus Aaron McKenna. The cash out of Liam Smith has begun. If it wasn't already underway. Nope.
It's been underway for a few years.
Yeah.
Well, Aaron McKenna, he's a brother of Tyrone McKenna.
Yeah. Hopefully better, brother.
Yeah. I was looking at his brother a few moments ago. Very questionable recent string.
Man, they've been trying to cash out Liam Smith for ages. Holy shit.
Yeah.
They really don't want him anymore, I'll tell you that.
No, like they tried cashing him out against Anthony Fowler in 2021 and he just cooked Fowler. Same with Sam Eggington. Like whatever they kept trying to cash him out. Liam Williams, same thing. Chris Eubank, like barely. So maybe like 6 times the charm in cashing him out.
Well, maybe he just might win. You never know.
Yeah, he's had gray hair since I was in high school, so maybe.
I've never known him to not have gray hair.
Yeah. Fuck.
Well, there you go.
Mm-hmm. So,
in the main event, Chris Eubank Jr. versus Connor Eggman Benn.
The Eggman.
Eggman. Dr. Robotnik.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Dr. Robotnik. Oh man,
this shit feels so contrived to me.
This fight's gonna suck.
I am not looking forward to this. I'm going to watch it, but I do not want. I'm not going to be excited about it.
Chris Eubank is washed, but somehow Connor Benn is even more washed.
Egg washed?
Egg washed.
You know what? I think I must be like sicko this week, dude.
You think what?
I'm actually looking. I must be a bigger sicko than you guys. Cause I'm actually looking forward to that fight.
Oh, really? What are you? Looking
I like
to
the rest of the card.
The thing with that fight is only because I want to see one of them lose.
Fuck, you're just a hater.
I know I'm a hater. Yeah, but I honestly, fuck me because I'm gonna watch it. Fuck me.
No, I mean I'm watching from like the Vidal Riley fight.
Pretty much everything. Actually, looking on it, other than the main event, this is actually like low key a pretty decent card.
Like if you rearrange it and make the Chris Billum-Smith Brandon Glanton fight the main, it's solid.
Yeah, it's solid.
But like, cause fuck, that fight's gonna be so fun.
We'll see what happens.
The fight's gonna be so fun. And then like, man, if Anthony Yard doesn't beat Lyndon Arthur in like 3 rounds, I'm gonna be disappointed.
Oh, I think you are gonna be disappointed. Honestly,
What if he
I'm gonna be
loses
disappointed.
no matter what.
He should
Boxing.
retire.
Again? Yeah, it'd be time to hang him up, buddy.
Give it up. Give it up, buddy. And Lyndon Arthur can go on to, I don't know, lose to Callum Smith or something.
That's just sad, man. Come on, not very nice.
Lyndon Arthur
No, like,
is.
he already
terrible.
got his shot. He got his shot against Bivol and threw about as many punches as I did sitting on the couch.
I'll tell you one thing about fucking what's his name, Cal Smith, dude. I'm surprised at how long he stayed in contention for a title, man. I'm surprised.
But I mean, he just beat Buatsi in a pretty good fight. Like,
Yeah, but it's just now he's gonna be mandatory again, right?
yeah, good for him. Good for well, he just doesn't lose. Like,
Yeah,
he
well,
wins the
he
fights
just-
he needs to.
He always comes back, you know. The man always comes
Yeah.
back, and I
Well, like-
respect that, you know. And I'm happy he can do it. It's just,
Ugh.
man, it's just Cal Smith, man. He
Like,
every time he
it's
goes up
not-
to like a world class fighter like Canelo or better, he loses, you know.
well, he's never lost that bad. Like, yeah, Canelo beat his ass, but also, like, how much punishment aside from his arm did he really take? Same with Beterbiev. Like, Beterbiev put it on him, but also that's not the worst Beterbiev. That's not the worst that Beterbiev's ever beat someone's ass.
that's
Like,
true, but I mean, come on.
Marcus Brown had a splash zone with how bad he was beating him.
Well, the thing with Beterbiev is he did beat him pretty. He didn't beat him horrible,
Yeah.
but he did beat him
Yeah.
pretty. He was
I know, like, it was
yeah, it was bad.
he got his ass beat,
Okay.
but like, it's recoverable. It's not like career changing.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Like, with Joe Smith Jr., like,
Oh no, okay, that was
horrible. Marcus
yeah.
Brown had a splash zone ringside.
Gross.
That was
Smocks.
disgusting because both guys were cut, and then Marcus Brown's face just kind of got turned into mush as Beterbiev. They're like, we're gonna stop this if in like 2 rounds if it's still bleeding. So Beterbiev just fucking killed him.
Turned him
No,
into
that was
mince.
honestly one of the scariest like things I've seen from a fight in a while. ever.
Kvozdik retired for several years after Beterbiev made him rethink his life.
Ass. Yeah.
I was saying.
Made him rethink his life. Like, it's tough. It's like Callum Smith, like, pretty recoverable because he just got stopped. It's not like he got turned into paste.
Yeah, sure. I guess. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I take back what I said. You were right.
And he wins the fights he should to stay in contention. So why not?
You're right. You are absolutely right.
Bivol's arguably more winnable than Beterbiev for him too.
And
Not by much.
that's kind of wild. That is a really
Not-
wild take, in my opinion.
Well, it's just like the thing. He's too stationary for to not get teed off on by Beterbiev. But
You think you would have an easier time with Bivol?
he loses both. But he loses
I'm saying-
both, obviously. But I
know
think
that, but I'm saying-
Bivol's the more doable one.
I mean, yeah, I guess more doable, but I think you're not gonna
Yeah.
win against Bivol.
Like, it's a
You never-
0% to 1%, but at the very least, like,
Yeah.
like Bivol, you're never at risk of getting stopped by Bivol if you're Callum Smith.
Well, I mean, you're at risk in every fight, you know. Don't forget,
Yeah,
a man can always get knocked out.
Oh, of course, but like in
Spots.
terms of like if you're a stationary big man, like your style is pretty stationary, you're rather the guy who nothing but decisions except for like the fluke against Sinad,
Mhm.
or a guy who literally made his living beating the shit out of stationary, like out of guys much more mobile than you are.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I know this might sound silly. I think he would have a better chance against Beterbiev. than Bivol. Again, that sounds funny because he already fought Beterbiev, but Bivol
Yeah.
is not gonna win that at all. He's a fucking god.
Yeah,
Not
I
god.
guess.
That's wild. That's wild. But he's a generational talent. Like you're not beating him at all. You know, unless you knock him out. But Beterbiev, I mean, with him,
I don't know. I think Benavidez has a good shot actually
against Callum Smith, of course, yeah, Beterbiev
against
has
the
a good
Bivol.
target.
It's
Oh,
Bivol.
oh shit, that's even crazier. I mean, yeah, I think it would be.
He's alive.
He's alive. Yeah, he's alive. I think an easier fight would have been with Beterbiev, in my opinion.
Yeah, but I just think like the traps Benavidez sets to like deny athleticism on offense is like with like Morel's a big like athletic guy when you see like he's big on athleticism and you just see some of the traps. Same with the Andrade actually too. If we're talking about movement.
I mean, yeah,
But Benavidez
is Bivol
just
gonna fall for it.
well, I mean, it's not like it's up to how much Bivol wants to engage too, because Benavidez like he's just crafty. He's very crafty, and it's not like Bivol needs to fall for it fully. It's just enough to get a bit of momentum here and there, and then.
In my opinion, I
Especially-
think whoever hosts that card, if they ever fight, their fighter is gonna win. If it's a matchroom card, Bivol's gonna win. If it's a PBC fight, Benavidez is gonna
I
win.
don't think Benavidez can win a decision against Bivol just because of the amount of time it would take to set the traps.
Oh hell yeah.
Like by the time, like let's say Bivol is absolutely like impervious to a lot of Benavidez's early offense. By the time it gets remotely competitive, there's like 5 early rounds that are banked and it's done.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
the
but
thing is that
yes.
like Bivol, like better. The thing is that Benavidez is just he's young and athletic. He doesn't have the knees of a 60-year-old who like he doesn't have twice operated on knees.
But in my opinion, I mean, Bivol's even more athletic than Benavidez.
Yeah. But the thing is that if Bivol already has trouble maneuvering out of Beterbiev's traps, and Beterbiev is 40 and has the knees of a geriatric man just due to his injuries in regards to movement.
You're making a really
So-
good case for Benavidez. So
Like Benavidez, if Benavidez setting a similar type of trap but with a bit more volume and a bit more athleticism,
yeah, I mean, dude, you could probably
just gives you
Maybe
something to
pull it
think
off.
about.
yeah. I mean, that's make me think about it right now.
Yeah.
Very good insight.
Well,
Hey.
well, this has been fantastic. I've just been enjoying the conversation. That's all we got, though. That was it. To bring it
Yeah.
back around, Chris Eubank Jr., Connor Benn. I hope you knock each other out at the same time, and nobody wins. Let me do this.
No, then they're gonna fight again. We're gonna have to redo this.
Oh, of course they are. What?
We have to redo this circus.
And that was I had technical difficulties. I'm sorry. I don't
Sorry.
know why it turned off for me.
He left and rejoined.
Yeah.
I think I was so happy about what Josh told me about Benavidez maybe winning. I think I just
Yeah.
overreacted.
He had to go share it with the world.
I was like, everybody.
Benavidez is a
might
champ.
win. Well, actually, Benavidez is now a champ.
Yeah.
I think,
Oh yeah,
honestly,
email champ.
Email
I
champ.
honestly think with these podcasts, I think we should spend a little bit of time just talking about like some of the politics that go on, because some of the things that go on, like we don't really talk about here. You know, like we gotta talk. You know, sometimes about the.
I feel like that's when we get more of a viewer base though. Like right now, we need the
Yeah, we're just starting.
we need the
Oh.
broad we
Oh,
need
yeah.
the broad scope. Like we can talk about the fights, and yeah, we're still for hardcores, but it's something more listenable to than Al Heyman only makes this much money, and to stay below the second apron luxury tax on a card, he needs to only pay guys this much, and that's why this guy can't fight this guy at this time in this state.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like more of like the drama and shit.
Yeah, that
like,
too.
Like Benavidez, like or Bivol ducking Benavidez. That was kind
Well,
of big news this week. You know.
I don't think it's ducking more than it is like they were gonna do a trilogy from
Well,
the second
no,
they signed the first fight.
That's not ducking. I'm just saying like the view that
Yeah.
Bivol was ducking Benavidez. You know.
Yeah,
I'm just saying like maybe one day we should like maybe implement
Just
more
go
like
over
that-
some
that-
news.
some boxing news, like, you know,
Yeah,
like,
sounds
oh,
good.
Ryan Garcia was caught with peds, you know, or some, you know, some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
This
Let
is you
me
know,
do this real quick.
recommendation.
You've been listening to the Boxing B-Sides, a Lux Media production. If you're just dying to tell us how fucking casual you think we are, you can be a duck and text the anonymous line 833-589-7637. If you want to stand on your business, leave a voice message or send a voice note in WhatsApp. And if you're entertaining enough, you might make the final cut of the show. 833-LUX-PODS. If you prefer to hit us up on social media, the account name is LVX Media Net. That's all one word, and it's on the same on YouTube, Instagram, Blue Sky, all the rest of that bullshit. If you can't find us, chances are we're not on it. If you want to get yourself hooked up with ad-free versions of the episodes and you want to help us out a little bit in the process, look us up on Patreon. LVX Media Net over there, just like everywhere else. Even if you don't sign up on Patreon, you can still help us out by checking out the ad sponsors. You can also help by giving us a rating and a review on whatever app you're listening on. And don't forget, shop.lvx.be. You can snag yourself some threads and help us out there too. Intro and outro music by Middle of Nowhere Beats. And for more shows like the one you just listened to, go to lvxmedia.net. Heading into Chris Eubank, Eggman Ben, parting words.
You are not like
Watch
your
the
fathers.
watch the cruiserweights.
Yeah, the undercard is good. Legit.
Yeah.
All right.
But they are not like their fathers.
Well, with that, let's get the fuck out of here.